Alright guys, so here we are back with this episode of Scribe Does GAC, sponsored by Costa. We're not sponsored by Costa, but I do like coffee. Alrighty guys, so here is the southern section of my opponent's defense. He's gone in with GG, JML Basti, Watt, and a Nute Gunray with Django and B1. Now, I had placed both of my GLs on defense because I wanted, like, this guy always saved his GLs for offense and I wanted to try and trip him up. When I saw this particular JML team on defense, I was pretty relieved, to be honest, because this is probably the only GL team that I can beat in 3v3 where I don't need my own GL. So I'm looking at the other two teams, and I'm not too concerned. GG is actually a pretty straightforward counter. The Nute Gunray with Django and B1 is a tricky team, especially if you don't have a lot to deal with on offense, but we just want to make sure we clear out that JML team. So let's get into it, guys. Let's see how we get on. The fellow we're up against is called Big Unit, which is a great name if you ask me. So yeah, I just go in with a gas, fives and Rex setup here to take down this JML. Now, like I said before, guys, this is probably the only 3v3 GL setup that I can beat without using a GL myself. Probably, more or less. I think there's probably one or two more that I could probably do, but this one here was an ideal setup for me. I knew when I saw this that if I can clear this team, I've probably got it in the bag because he simply won't be able to clear all my defenses. So the idea behind this counter is, guys, that your gas is going to be stacking so much offense thanks to all the buffs that Watt's providing, thanks to all the buffs that Basti is providing, that he is going to be hitting like an absolute truck the longer this game goes on. Because gas has got such good health steal and counters all the time, it means he's going to be pretty difficult to kill as well. So, although we do have our gas drop pretty quickly and they start to go straight for our Rex there, which is good. JML will always target 5s, but my 5, sorry, is R8 and he's defense modded, so he's quite thick. We want to be stacking that armor shred as much as possible on Jedi Master Luke because that's going to just make him easier to take down. We do have to worry about him regenning all that protection. As we can see, these counterattacks are doing some serious damage. So, let's see. We're doing 76k there on a basic, 100k there. You may as well Rexolate because it does more damage than the basic with Rex. Keep on going. So, you know, we're doing about 200k nearly, 200k damage at the moment with just a standard basic. So we are chewing through that protection. You can see JML there's nearly lost all that bonus protection from Basti. Yes, he recovers a lot of it now, but really, we're looking pretty good. Unfortunately, we didn't get the resist there. Basti just passes more buffs to Watt, thankfully. And we don't bother with the call to assist, but we probably should have. Okay, so here it looks a little bit hairy, but honestly, look at the damage that gas is putting out now. He's going to start absolutely popping off. The daze is a little bit unfortunate, but they crit me, so we clear it out. Let's get some of these counterattacks going. Boop, 50, 150k there on a basic. Well, I suppose it was, hey, smudge bear. So this is where we lose Rex. And you'd think this position looks terrible, guys. You'd think it looks terrible, but look at that. We're doing nearly, what's that, about 180,000k on a basic there. We nearly die here, but come in with a big AoE. I think, yeah, I put this on airplane mode at this moment because I panicked a little bit. I was thinking I don't want to preload this team because I haven't killed Watt, I haven't killed Basti. So I put it on I put it on airplane mode right now just to make sure I didn't preload this team because look at Gas's health right now. He's on like 30% health. Do an AoE, Watt goes 200k there on JML. We get the counter attack, another basic, and look, we've chewed through all that bonus protection. 3 attacks there from JML. You can't counter his basic, but we survive the hits. We go back up to full health. Basti nearly takes us out there. Big hits, big hits. Look at that for damage. Brilliant. So I secured the victory. I reconnect my internet because I'm like, right, okay, we've got the big team out of the way. We've got the big team out of the way. So 47 banners, guys. Yes, it's trash, but it is a one-shot clear on that particular team. So that's everything we could ask for, guys. I know, like I said, if I can beat that team, then I'm pretty certain I get the win, simply because I've got 2 GLs on defense and he's only got 1 for offense. And I do not set JML Basti Watt, which I know can be beaten. So in the top section, we've got Phasma, Mon Mothma, Bounty Hunters, and a crew team. I look at this section, I think, it's not terrible. There's nothing here that's really going to cause me a lot of issues. So we decide to go out for the GG team next, and I'm going to be taking in Jedi Knight Revan with Grandmaster Yoda and Jolie Bindo. Now, I feel like this is a pretty safe team. There's no B1 here to re-heal or anything like that, which can be good, can be bad. All I'm really looking for here is to trigger off B2 to get him out of stealth. There he goes, the foresight helps. We just direct focus him. If he wasn't gear 13, I probably would have saved it and just called GMY to assist with strategic advantage. But because he was thicker, so you would believe, I decided to just mark him straight away and get him out of there. So at this point, we're like, well, we're definitely not going to die here. We've got enough, we haven't even triggered Savior, we've got enough recovery, we've got revives, all this good business. So I know that really, we're going to win this battle and it will be decent enough banners. Let's see, what do I do here? We've just got Magnum. Maggie's going to die here. I think I spread just for the bonus protection. GG's attacks cannot be avoided, guys, so the foresight won't trigger. But, you know, the bonus protection that we get from passing those buffs with battle meditation from Yoda is still very much worthwhile. And we're just down to Grievous already, and I just decide, you know what? I don't care about banner efficiency right now. I just want to try and get the victory. Probably try to reduce the TM here. Yep, perfect. Smudgy thinks that we did a pretty good job on this overall. Thank you, Mr. Bear. Such a good boy. And there we go, 51 banners. Still not terrible, to be honest, against a GG. Next up, guys, we're going up against that Nute Gunray team, and I decide to take in Mon Mothma. My thinking here was that he is running a B1 in this squad, and Mon Mothma will absolutely shred those stacks of B1s super quickly. There's no Zeta on that Django, so if he kills one of my bigs or Wedge, we'll still be able to get that revive off. So the problem with this team is it does have a lot of damage, a lot of speed, a lot of control, and if that Django is Zetaed, then it can cause real issues because you won't be able to revive. But there is no Zeta on him, so he does kill my bigs there, but it's not a big deal because I can just bring him right back, and look at how quickly we get through those stacks of B1. It's like almost instantaneous, couple of turns in and he gets absolutely shredded. That Jango Fett has already lost his damage immunity. I think I decide to go straight for Jango Fett, I'm not certain on this. Maybe I decide to kill Nute Gunray once to get one of his revives off. What do you think, Smudge Bear? What do you think is the best thing? He thinks I should have a sip of coffee. I agree. You're very wise, kitten. You're very wise. So we do decide to go for Jango Fett because he's really the only big threat here. If we kill Jango Fett, then what's Nute going to do, apart from slow us down? I decide not to pay there because I want to make sure that we kill Jango Fett before he gets a kill off and regains his Bounty Hunter's resolve. You see how quickly this Nute Gunray is falling as well? And the average banners here, guys, still pretty good. Still pretty good. I'd take 51 on a team like that. Easy. And with that victory, we see the back wall. We've got Dooku, we've got JTR, CLS Han and Chewie, and we do have Rolo. Now, I checked 3PO's stats. He is not tenacity modded, which is great news for me, so I'm fairly confident that a JTR team will take that out. I checked the CLS just in case he happens to have a lot of tenacity. He doesn't, so he's not passing that tenacity to Chewpio, and Chewpio is not resharing those stats. So I'm fairly confident that the potency on my JTR, I go for speed and potency, 102% potency, should be absolutely fine to land most of the daisies in this particular battle. We go in with my standard comp here. I use this almost exclusively against this CLS comp, simply because it means I don't have to waste like a DR, or I can keep my Han and Chewie on defense alongside my Rey, which is a very, very strong defensive team. I land the days on Chewpio, which is obviously a great start, and then we just start cleansing that stats on BB-8 and almost never get the call to assist on R2 there. We do land the stun on 3PO, which is perfect, and once we're in this position, it's all about controlling the game. So we just try and land some more stuns, I believe. I'd much rather keep Chewpio completely locked down than to spread additional burning and get that TM up there. I definitely want to cleanse that translation of CLS. Once he's in that call to action pose, he loses that 100% tenacity from his Zeta. What do we go for here? I think we go for the burning because CLS cannot counter attack right now. Yeah, that's going to trigger some additional exposes, which is going to give TM to JTR, and then we cleanse the confusion off BB-8 and get the assist with R2 landing the stun. So right now we are in perfect position here, guys. Game is completely locked down. We take out Chewpio, Once he's gone, we can focus exclusively on that CLS. He's dazed, so unfortunately he comes out of his call to action stance, but we still managed to land dazed because we've got such good potency. Bop, bop, and bop. Looking fantastic. Just go for the additional stun. Ooh, no stun on, even with the tenacity down. Now, R2-D2's only got a 85% chance to land that stun on a basic, so got to be mindful of that. 53 against that team is brilliant. I decide to get an easy team out of the way now, guys. I go after that crew team using just Darth Revan and Basti Fallen. It is a guaranteed success. I've never lost using this comp before. There's just so much damage, so much banner recovery with Basti and DR that they just wreck this team. The Shaak obviously will stop the health regeneration on both crew and on OG Kylo. And all the damage, of course, that comes with a Basti DR team. That ferocity just really stacks us up. Now, it can take a little while to chew through crew, but it's not a big deal. I like to focus down on OG Kylo simply because of all his AoEs, and his TM generation can be a little bit annoying. Once Fox is gone, so quick. I think I just spread the fear here. I'd much rather control the field than deal the damage. Unfortunately, he resisted. I think his crew has actually got quite a bit of tenacity. Ability blocks are always good. Try and get rid of OG Kylo. Zap. Beautiful. There he goes. Now we're just down to Kylo Ren. And look, we've got max banners at the moment, guys. Max banners. Can you really complain about a team like this? Yes, I know DR is a big counter. It's a big team to be using. But honestly, when I've seen the backhaul, I'm not going to need him anywhere else. Might as well take out a high threat team. 55 banners. Perfecto. Now, you know me, guys. Whenever I see a Phasma team on defense, it's time to whip out Malak and get those 56 banners, right? This is, again, guys, it's guaranteed. If you've modded your Malak correctly, mine's modded for quite a bit of protection, but mostly tenacity. Going up against a Phasma lead, whether they got Zetas, whether they don't have Zetas, there's so much control here and recovery simply through whenever they crit you, which with all the advantage that Phasma is passing, they're going to crit you. They are going to be feared, increasing their cooldowns, controlling the enemy team, and you can just constantly drain so much health steal on a basic. It's guaranteed to be max banners on this, guys. Guaranteed. So we're on the 3 stacks already. Bop. Phasma is now looking pretty in bad shape. She tries to attack, and yeah, it's just less than a minute, guys, to get 56 banners. I like it. Now, as we're going through this, I noticed that he actually starts attacking. So he did some damage there. I don't know if you saw the banner counter go up, but he's on 1155 now. So I'm like, oh, he started attacking. Let's go and take a look. And as we can see, in the southern section, he cleared out the CLS team. He did pretty good on banners there. But we see, oh, wait a minute. He tried to attack Rey and Chewie. Dropped 5 battles. Now, it's likely that he was just low. He lost 1 battle and then he decided to lower Rey's max health so he can not trigger that heal immunity. But I thought that was pretty good. That's a great start for us. We've already one shot. We're not going to drop any further battles. At this point, I think we've won. Basically, we've won the game. And for my next trick, we're going to be using Padme with the standard lineup of GK and Anakin against the Mon Mothma team. There's pretty much no way you can lose this battle. It's all about trying to maintain those banner recovery. I know last time we managed to get a beautiful 54 banners with Padme against this against a Mon Mothma team. I don't think it was this particular lineup. But yeah, so I figured why not play it safe and try and secure the one-shot full clear for us, guys. So obviously I don't particularly like hitting Biggs because he's got that dodge, because he generates so much TM. It's just a little bit frustrating. Again, like I did before, I'm just trying to bring down the average health of the team before going for a big killing blow. We take out Biggs here, get the kick on Lando. We've obviously lost some banners on Padders there, and then we lost a little bit more banners on JKA there, which is always annoying. I think we just go for the heal here. Yeah, and big hit for the win. Boop! Easy dub, 52 banners, dropping 2. One on Padme, one on JKA. Next up is Mr. Bossk. Now, I figure this is a good opportunity for me to whap out Palpatine, Grand Admiral Thrawn, and Vader. There's no way this team loses, guys. My Thrawn is fast, my Vader is fast, well modded. I don't need this team anywhere else. We may as well just go have some fun. So we start off the battle. I believe we just fracture Bossk to stop him doing like anything at all. And then we go, don't Merciless right now. Crush first, gain the extra turn, Merciless, and then we just want to start yeeting fools left and right. Now I believe Cad Bane is R5, so he survives that hit, which is a bit annoying, but you know, is what it is. Boba can't say the same thing though. Boba just eats it. We gain another bonus turn here, and we're definitely going to yeet out Boba Fett here. Bonus turn. And right now, they are not looking like they're in a good position. We even land the mass stun, gain another bonus turn, get the shock on Bosky Poo over there. Just really control him. And yeah, they're not looking so hot right now, guys. They are not looking so hot. I don't even bother using the turn meter swap because there's no point. I want to save it just in case he lands some damage on us. Get another fracture. At this point, we are absolutely laughing, guys. I probably could have Merciless there and Culling Bladed, but who needs to, right? Whop! Easy dub, 54 banners. Love it. So we can see that big unit has attacked some of my northern teams now. And when we check it out, we can see, yep, he has one shot full cleared these. Really, it doesn't particularly matter though, guys, simply because he's dropped those 5 in the southern section. I check out his fleet at the back and we see he's got a Finalizer and he's got a Home 1. So I know that fleet is not going to be an issue for me. I've got both my Get-To fleets for offense. Okay, so next up on line, guys, we're taking in Shaak, Echo, and Arc Trooper. Isn't that right, Mr. Smudge? To clear out the remaining 3 teams in the back wall. We start with JTR because I figure she is actually the most dangerous character or dangerous team that's left. I pass the turn immediately over to Arc just so he can get that turret over to Echo as soon as possible. I like to target R2-D2 because that stealth is annoying. I don't like it, it frustrates me. And you know what? Vet Han is really underrated. He is actually a really good character. There's a lot of banner sniping going on there. But we've got R2-D2 out of the way. Vet Han is gone. Let's get a little bit of recovery. Heal up our Echo there. And then pass back over to Echo, I think. Yeah, there we go. And right now we are sitting pretty, guys. We have got decent banners there. We only dropped 1 from the protection on Shaak T. I decide to go after the Dooku team next, guys. We're going in with Basti lead, Hermit Yoda, and I believe Ezra is our last man. Now, obviously, we are kind of punching up here in gear levels because only Hermit Yoda is relict, Basti is gear 12, and my Ezra is gear 11. But it's all about the control here, guys. Hermit Yoda is going to pass that Master's Training to Basti. We want to try and control that droidica. Ability blocks is a fantastic thing. And because of Master's Training, we're getting an extra 50% offense, 50% potency in particular. So let's go ahead and get the ability block over on Asajj. If we passed those buffs at the start, Asajj would have just used her heal and got rid of all of our buffs, which would have been very, very frustrating. So I want to get rid of the droidica as a priority. Dooku decides to stealth everyone, which basically means he stealthed nobody. Yeah, okay, I was wondering if I passed the buffs there. We do, we try and kill droidica. He couldn't roll because of the ability block, which is fantastic. And then we just want to go after Asajj. Ability block or stun? Stun. We land the stun, and Asajj gets yeeted out of place. And now we just, well, Dooku, he got yeeted, guys. 54 banners, easy victory. Straight into the last team we go. We're going against Rolo, so we might as well take in an old faithful, Darth Traya, Scion, and the Wampinator. Now, Wumps obviously does a lot of extra damage against these rebels. I don't feel like I need to do this at all. I just felt I might as well play it incredibly safe. So, we get rid of all that stealth. We don't want Princess Leia doing too much. Wampa decides to do Wampy things, and we isolate Captain Han here. Isolating Captain Han means A, he cannot heal, B, he cannot gain buffs, and, you know, he also won't be able to revive anybody. So, it's all about control here, guys. I think I just do a basic on Leia. She dodges. Frustration. But there we go. We got the mass days. No TM gain. Rolo is the main target simply because in 3v3 that AoE ability that she can use can do some serious damage if all the hits land on one character. But Wumps just wumps her out of existence. Captain Han is like, I got you, Leia. Come back to life. Oh, wait. Isolate is a good debuff, guys. Isolate is a good debuff. So we've just got Captain Han and Princess Leia at the moment. Wampa doing more Wampy business and just knocking fools out of the air. Ooh, it hurts. It absolutely hurts to do this to Princess Leia, but, you know, is what it is. She dies to dots. Technically, I didn't kill her. She just died. Alrighty, so we can see the big unit has done a few additional attacks, and I was curious to see, what does he hit? He managed to clear out the Ray and reveals the back wall, and then, surprise! You got JML with JKL lead and what in the back wall? What are you going to use against it? He only had one GL. I assume he used that in the front wall. I don't think he's going to have a good time at all. 6 attempts on that Ray hand Chewie to clear out. So I don't think he's got anything left to deal with my back wall. So we decide to go straight in for the Rebel fleet here, guys. I decide to use Negotiator. It's an easy setup. I think I decide to take in Ahsoka as well, or do I not? I can't remember. I think I contemplated doing it. Yes, I do take in Ahsoka. Normally I wouldn't, guys, but I didn't want to lose this matchup through some unlucky RNG against a Rebel fleet. Yeah, so I take in Ahsoka just as the additional reinsurance. I don't think I need it at all, but it's better to be safe than sorry in these situations, guys. I already know I've got the massive advantage by him dropping 6 or taking 6 attempts to beat my Ray. So I know that provided I've one shot full clear, that's all that matters. So play it safe rather than sorry. We go straight for Bistan, because once Bistan is gone, it's kind of all their TM train is gone. Boop! Just left with a buff immunity, Biggs Dark Lighter there. Biggs is just not sitting pretty right now. Oh my god, it's all downhill for these guys. It is not looking pretty. I think we reinforce with Plo here to recover those banners as much as possible. And we try to focus down this, this Millennium Falcon before it gets any legs. But unfortunately, they do get the first reinforce off. Big sad. And we see that it is the Rebel Y-Wing. Lands the disruption, which is a little bit frustrating, but I believe we'll use Plo's special ability to cleanse that right now. Boop, there's our protection back. Do the big hit, get rid of the Y-Wing, hopefully. No such luck. There we go. Okay, back down to just the Millennium Falcon again now. We bring in Ahsoka here, get rid of that evasion ability, I can't remember what it's called, and do the big hit. Once we take down the Millennium Falcon now, we are laughing. He recovers up, which is a bit like, come on, just die already. He's clearly got quite good relics on his Han and Chewie, because this is a thick Millennium Falcon. Here we go, mass assist, and that will be all she wrote. What's that going to be, 66? 66, execute order 66. Alright, so this particular Finalizer isn't even 7 stars, which means it is going to be missing one particular reinforcement. We can see he's already dropped a battle over here on the JML team. That is going to be the victory guaranteed, guys. 100% guaranteed. If he's dropped one there, sure he didn't preload it, but that's one less team that he has to use. There's no way he's beaten that JML now. No way. Okay, so we take in the Malevolence now to take on the Finalizer, and I am not concerned in the slightest against this team. We go in with Spy. Spy's reinforced does a lot of damage, and just the standard Sunfac with the 2 Separatist droids for the remaining 2. Let's see how we get on. Smudgy, what do you think of this GAC so far? Smudgy thinks that this GAC would be a lot more enjoyable if there were 10% more Dreamies. Here you go, small boy. Here's a good bear. Okay, so the idea, guys, is to just immediately focus down the Silencer. Once the Silencer is out of this lineup, there's really nothing to worry about. That's where all the control is, that's where 90% of the damage is. So focus down the Silencer, take him out, lickety-split, and then we're just left with the shuttle and the First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter. So he's reinforced with Vader. I think I decide to bring in Spy here because we may as well just try and immediately wipe out. Oh no, I go for the cleanse instead. Targeting down on the shuttle, because the shuttle can do annoying things. Get the additional assists. We're just left with Vader. Vader gets the additional buzz droids, and we kill him. Great. So because we didn't use Spy, we didn't waste any protection banners or anything like that. Easy, easy dub. That is the full clear for us, ladies and gentlebeans. We did manage to get 2664, which is decent enough banners, and he's dropped another battle on my JML. So we know he is not full clearing. He did eventually clear the fleets. He did one-shot the fleets, but I don't have a clip of that, I'm afraid. Sorry, ladies and gents. But yeah, easy dub. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video, and stay tuned for the finals of this particular week. They'll be coming soon. Peace out. just giving a quick shout out to my patrons. I appreciate each and every single one of you, and without your support, I wouldn't be doing this today. Thanks so much.